everybody, it's me. I'm back. It's Friday, May 12th, I think it is. And what a day. It's beautiful. It actually got hot out. It's about 85 and muggy. And getting ready to wash the Jeep. We got a big weekend ahead of us. We're headed down to camp. They got the music weekend going on this weekend, so I'm looking forward to that. And this one's going to be a little more special to me again yet. Once again, I was in the hospital, and I woke up Tuesday morning and just feeling absolutely horrible. And I said, I gotta go. I gotta go to the emergency room. So I called Cheryl, and she couldn't get away. The other therapist was out on vacation or something, and she just couldn't get away. So I didn't think I needed to call an ambulance. So I just didn't feel good. I was just in a lot of pain all over my body. So I called my mom, and of course she came flying up here and got me to the emergency room. And it was like, I don't know, 10:30 in the morning or something like that. And of course they took me right back, and they were trying to figure out what was going on. So they did the usual testing, the CAT scan of the chest and abdomen, and you know, that whole area. And of course they ran all the blood work and did all that. And they didn't give me any IV fluid this time for some reason. I wasn't sure why, because usually any other time I went in there, that was one of the first things they did, was give me fluid. And they didn't give me any fluid at all while I was there, which really surprised me. And I probably should have said something, but I didn't. I had a weird experience at the hospital this time, and it just I mean, I know hospitals aren't supposed to be pleasant, because of why, yeah, you're in there, you're sick, but usually you're there so they make you feel better. But I left there the next afternoon, just not feeling any better. If not, maybe feeling a little bit worse. But I just wanted out of there because it was just crazy. I mean, I understand the hospital's got to make money and all, and I have not really had the issue with that, dealing with that side of it much. And I don't know what it was this time, but the first hospitalist that came in to see me, which is a doctor that works at the hospital, and that's all they do, is they see the patients at the hospital. And the first one come in, and it was a lady. She wasn't very pleasant at all. I couldn't understand what she was saying, and she must have got upset at that. She was very short with me, and she just turned around and walked out of the room I was in, and I didn't see her again. So there I laid the rest of the day, until yeah, it was right, I guess it was right before shift change. It was around 5 o'clock. They discharged me upstairs, and they were trying to get my pain meds to work, because that was my problem. I was saying that I was in a lot of pain, and the results of the CAT scan came back, and I don't agree with this CAT scan either, but it wasn't good. It wasn't a good CAT scan. It showed a lot of growth, and I just don't understand it, because I was just in there a couple weeks ago, and everything had shrunk, and we were so excited because everything had shrunk. And so now they're telling me that, you know, I already knew that the one tumor was large. We already knew that, so we weren't upset by that or scared by that. But then they started telling us about these other spots that were coming up that they hadn't seen, and they were quite rather large spots that they were talking about. And I just don't agree with it, because I was just in there a couple weeks ago, and that CAT scan showed reducing in size, which I agree with. But I mean, I know the cancer can grow quick. I don't know. It just wasn't right. But anyhow, that's what was going on earlier in this week, and I feel okay now. I'm still having pain. I still have some pain in my back. I still have it in my feet. I still have it in my fingers. Still have it. Like I said, my feet are numb. It's about where we were about a week ago, so it has subsided some since I went to the hospital, but not really a whole lot. But anyhow, I don't want to dwell on with that. I've got other doctor's appointments coming up that's going to double check all of those, because like I said, I just don't believe them. So I got oncology coming up this week. We're going to check with him and see if he can give me another set of scans, or if he just wants to wait, because I have that Lyme's disease test coming up on the 30th of May. And I honestly think that's what's causing the pain in my body. You know, I've been dealing with it for years and years and years. And if it's not Lyme's, then it is something else other than cancer. And I have been looking on the internet at some things, and I know you shouldn't be a doctor on the internet, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. And when I got home from the hospital yesterday, or the day before, yeah, it was the day before, I was doing some looking, and I saw that Lyme's disease, and don't quote me word for word, because for one thing, I'm definitely not a doctor. I don't even have close to being smart enough to be a doctor, but you know, I know what I read, but my mind's so glassed over that I just can't be sure of the wording and all that. So, but what I'm understanding is, when you have a Lyme's disease that you've had for a long time and you didn't know about it, that well, we all know it attacks the lymph nodes in your body, and that was one of the things they were saying was had grown extremely large in my chest cavity, was a group of lymph nodes. And so I'm thinking, and like I said, this is me just thinking, and here I go thinking again, but I'm just thinking that has something to do with that Lyme's disease. And I'm hoping he can find that's true, and he can get me on the medicine to get rid of this stuff, because you know, it's bad enough to fight one, you know, cancer, but yet to have Lyme's disease on top of that, which I've been dealing with for well, I tell you what, I was going to a chiropractor about my back being sore and this Lyme's disease on 9/11. I remember on my way there in the radio coming on about the plane hitting the World Trade Towers. And when I got to the doctor's office, it was closed, and they said, please go home and be with your families. They didn't know what was going on, but there was an attack on the country, and we all know what happened after that. So I turned around and went home, and of course it didn't do anything with Cheryl. I mean, she had to work at the hospital, so she worked. But that's how long ago it's been. So it was right after I had met Cheryl, probably a year or two, because we were still living in her house in Waynesboro, downtown, and we'd only lived there maybe 4 or 5 years together. So yeah, so it's been a long time since I've been dealing with this other thing that's been going on, and like I said, I've had many of Lyme's disease tests and before and all that, but anyhow, I want to get the Jeep washed because we're headed to camp, and I want to go down there and I want to enjoy the weekend. It's supposed to rain a little bit tomorrow, but it's going to be cooled off, so I'm looking forward to that. And so a bunch of people are going to be out down. I say a bunch, you know, Donnie, Kathy will be there, and Alan and Maureen will be there for a little while. I think they said they had a wedding to go to on Sunday, and Vince and Christina is going to be there, and Sean's going to be there by themselves because Jen is spending the weekend with her daughters for Mother's Day weekend, because they're all going their own ways then. Well, the one's going up to Maine, and the other two are just going back to what they were doing. But anyhow, we're going to miss Jen and her family this weekend. But I'm just going to get down there and relax. I'm just going to sit back on the golf cart and enjoy some music. And Donnie and Alan, when they get to cooking, it's crazy. They do some awesome cooking down there. And so I'm looking forward to eating some food. Tried to eat dinner last night, didn't go over well. But anyhow, I'm going to wash the Jeep, so I'll set you guys up a little bit, and we'll wash the Jeep a little bit together, and then we'll waiting on Cheryl to get home. And when she gets home and gets the rest of her stuff packed up, we'll get going down the road to camp. So hang in there, and we'll see you all in a little bit. So this is how much my brain is like jelly. I was going to have you guys help me wash the Jeep, but I forgot to set you up. So you're not going to help me washing it, but we are going to be taking the top off today. So you get to watch me or help me do that. So yeah, I got the Jeep all washed up. I didn't go crazy on it because we're going to the campground and it's going to be dusty down there. But I do like it to look nice, and I do love my Jeep. And it's one of the things I really like in my life is Jeep rides and my wife. And so I like to try to keep it clean, and well, I like to try to keep them both clean. So but anyhow, I'm going to show you how we do this, and then I'll just kind of go over it, and I'll set you off on the back there, and you can watch me do it. It's real easy. They made a big change to it. I don't know what year they did it, if it was in 20 or 21. This is a 21, but everything used to be zippered. And you know, after a couple years, the zippers would break, and you'd have to buy a new side panel because you couldn't get the zipper in it. And, but they went with this new, it's not a zipper anymore, it's just it's a piece of plastic and a channel that just slides right in place. And it's pretty easy. It's easier to do it when it's hot out. If you try to do this when it's cold, oh, you're just asking for trouble, because it just shrinks up, and it's so hard to do anything with it. But now, right now, it's you know, like I said, it's 85 degrees out, so it's shouldn't be too bad. So I don't have a very good point of view to set you guys up, so I'm just going to set you up over here, and you can watch along, and I'll try to get this top off and in place, and I'll pick you up over here now and then, and show you what I'm doing. So hang in there, and we'll talk to you in a few minutes. I thought I had some stuff to spray on the windows, and apparently it must be down at my shop, so I can't even do that. So I'm just going to pop these windows out and put them away. So nothing's really going right with me today so far, but I'll take this over anything any day. Okay, so I got this bag here that it hangs over the back seat, And it's got all these dividers in it. And you can see it's starting to get a little dirty there. I don't think there's any way of really washing it, but try to keep the dirt out of it. I'm getting about half dizzy bending over. But yeah, the 3 back windows go right in that. And it gets zipped up. And like I said, it gets put on the back of the seat here, and it hangs there. That way if it rains, we can throw them in real quick and have a top in about not less than 5 minutes. So that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I'll be right back with you. Oh, it looks like the camera's getting hot because it's hot out here, so I'll have to turn the camera off. I'll show you what it looks like when it's all packed in there, so hang in there. Okay, the windows are out. I'm just going to show you how they go in this bag. And got the one all the way buried in there, and then the second one's right there, and then that's the third one. And then you're going to make sure when you close this, you don't have any stones like that on it, or you end up scratching your plastic. But yeah, once you get that in the bag, you just bring it over here and hang it on the back of the seat, and I'll show you that here in a minute. Okay, so there it is. And then this here is this rain cover for the whole Jeep, for when I have the top completely off and all that. So now I'm just gonna wait on Cheryl to get home, and we'll finish packing up the Jeep. I'm gonna wait on her. I'm gonna go in here and take a rest. I'm getting about wiped out doing this, so I'll talk to you guys in a little bit then. Okay, everybody, I'm finally back, and I'm with Cheryl this time. And we are on our way to camp. And I hope we get down there and Cheryl gets a smile on her face. I miss seeing her smile on her face. So we're on our way down. We got a bunch of stuff in the Jeep. Got the top down. But yeah, so we're headed to camp, so we'll touch base with you when we get down there. It should be before dark before we get down there, so we might make it for the sunset, so we'll try it and see what happens, and if not, we'll be back anyhow, so we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so we made it down to the river. We just got here and got pretty much unloaded, and Vince has got some burgers going already, and there's River. Hi, River. What you doing, boy? Huh? Did you get some hamburger? So we got Vince come in there. He showed up there. It's a nice spot. Of course, we said Sean over there, and see Alan and Maureen staying in with Donnie and Kathy this weekend. So there we are. So, alright. Hi, everybody.
Do you want any of this?
Oh, no thanks. I'm good.
Sure.
Yep, I'm good. So the only thing I got to do is get the water going. I might need you to help me. Remember last year we tried to adjust that?
Hey, we can do it.
Now it just, when I turn that pump on, it just wants to click.
We got you covered, brother.
So I'd like to look at that so we can get that going, because I might have to get propane for the water heater.
Well, wait and see.
So, but I need to get that going, because if it's going to work, then I'm going to need to get propane for the water heater.
That's true.
And I want to get. Huh?
I got an extra tank on the front of mine.
I think both of mine are almost empty. So, but anyhow, that's where we're at, and
let's see what we can do.
We'll get something done here in a little bit. Well, good morning, Sleepy Creek. It's still morning by about 7 minutes. It's a rainy morning. It's kind of warmish out though. It feels pretty good. So we're going to go for a ride up here and just check the campground out and see what's going on. So we thought we'd take you along for the ride. So here we go. So we're gonna stop in here and eat some good things and talk to you guys a little bit. Okay, well here's the fire pit I put together for them a couple years ago. It's holding up pretty good so far. It needs some paint on it, and got some cracking going on here in the concrete. But overall, I mean, I'll show you guys what a fire looks like inside of it tonight. It's pretty amazing. And, of course, what we try to keep up here is the peace, love, and happiness. But I think the rain's done for the day, and trying to get the next band on. Okay, so I'm back down here at camp, and last night we tried to get get the water working, and we couldn't get it going because this outdoor shower head faucet was leaking. So there's a RV place right down the road here. We're going to head to it and get a new faucet, and I need a new filter on that pump anyhow, so that's what we're going to do. So we'll go ahead and... Alright, so just got back from town, went in to get the faucet, new faucet for in there, and we went to Walmart, and while we was in there, we had to get these water filters, and I'll show you them a little while ago. Cheryl had asked me about towel hangers for in the bathroom, so I seen that.
I love it.
Gave that to her. So now she got somewhere to hang her towel.
Yay!
And yeah, it's kind of weird. There's really nowhere to hang the towel, and I mean, there's a spot over the toilet, but who wants to hang her towel over top of the toilet? So, and that just hooks on the door. Yeah. So hopefully it fits tight. Perfect. And it's made especially for campers, so it should fit. I mean, it should be tight on the door. But I got everything to fix this. We're gonna put this back together, and it should be fixed in. So we'll be back in a little bit, and I'll show you that after we get done. They went to that wedding. They went to that wedding. Okay, well, we got her in there, and it's not leaking, and we've got to do a little bit of adjustment on the well pump, but shit. Yeah, I've already left the tools out for that one. Now I got to get that other. I'm not going to worry about it right now. It's just going to be cutting on and off right now. Yeah, it's the pump's cycling too quick. It shouldn't be cycling that quick, and but I'm not going to worry about it. It'll just cycle like that this weekend, and then I'll fix it here one of these days. Yeah, it shouldn't be cycling that quick. We'll worry about it maybe tomorrow. We'll look at it again tomorrow. But right now I'm done. I want to get up here and listen to some music. So I'm gonna finish putting this together and put my tools away, and we'll go up here, go for a ride, and check the music scene out and see what's going on up there. So hang in there. We'll be right back. Okay, now we're back up with the music, and
come on over here.
I wanted to stop in here, and we got the bean soup going. Of course, you guys have already met Cindy, and I think you met Rocky already at the kids fishing rodeo.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
So,
but,
can you show them the bean soup?
Give it a stir there. Oh yeah, there's beans in there. Right here's what the bowl looks like.
So every festival we make a kettle of bean soup, and we donate it to a good cause. And this year our good cause is the American Legion Ladies Auxiliary in Berkeley Springs, and they are the ones who are in charge of making sure the veterans in the nursing homes have what they need. They all get birthday presents from this money, and whatever's left over is Christmas. Of course, I give them more for Christmas too.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we do here. And Rocky,
we try to support people.
Rocky's been doing this since they've been doing the music, and that's what
I don't know how long.
Is this what year 9? Because
Yeah.
if I
This is the best batch, though.
oh, that's what I heard.
Really,
So
really good.
I'm gonna try a little bit, but
All right.
it's almost gone.
Yep, it
But
is.
thank you, Cindy.
You're welcome.
But yeah, it's getting down there. It was full of the whole pot.
It was like up to there.
But Rocky is our soup extraordinaire, and I guess he loves doing it because he does it every festival.
It's nice to see people eat it.
And usually, money-wise, it's usually
You can get me dipping too. And get a good picture here.
yeah. But usually, you guys make what, $600?
Yeah, one year we made $800.
$800, and they've given it to the Humane Society, other veterans groups, homeless shelters, hospital auxiliaries. Just, I can't even remember. I know it a lot. We split it up into several groups a couple times. There was just so much that we just decided to give it to several groups at a time. Did you try any yet?
How many bowls you need? One? Got one right here. She'll take your donation.
But yeah, that's where we are with the bean soup, and the music's going. So I gotta be careful what I do with the music up here, because I don't want to get locked out or blocked. But we'll check back in later and see what it looks like with all the lights and everything. So we'll see y'all in a little bit. Okay, everybody, we're back here, and we're actually down at the beach. Water's still up a good bit, but the sun's getting ready to go down, and we cannot miss a sunset. So right now it says Cheryl and I, but we got Donnie and Kathy on the way with Vince and could you help me here? I'm sorry, Christine. I'm sorry, Christine. That's my chemo brain. I was going like this for Cheryl to speak up, and she didn't know what I meant. So, but I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that, but anyhow, they're all coming down for the sunset, and it's actually pretty bright right now, and I don't know if it's gonna end up doing anything or not, but I'm gonna sit you on top of the golf cart and just let you run for a while, and as we're down here and when we get ready to leave, we're not going to leave if it's a good sunset, but
It's gonna be a good one.
so I'm just going to set you up and hang out and watch the sunset with us, and we'll talk to you here in a little bit. Put you back up there and watch them just a little bit more of it to see what happens there. But it's definitely a better one than last week. Okay, we'll meet you up there. All right, everybody. So that was a pretty decent sunset.
Oh, you're looking at yourself.
Yeah.
I'm waving to the camera.
There you go, Alan.
Hey, Chris. Here's your sleeping, Chris.
I was told not to show that way, but yeah, there's some people doing things over there that they didn't want to be seen doing, so we would. But yeah, we're gonna head up and watch the music, and I'm gonna take a ride down through and see what it's looking like, and so we'll see you all here in a little bit. All right, so we're up here at the Music Meadow, and we're gonna ride down through there and check it out. Not quite dark yet, but the skies look pretty good down through here, so we're gonna check the sunset down through here, and then when I get playing later on tonight, we'll get some video of the bands playing and the lights and everything. It's really cool. So. Ford Transit. Pretty cool little awning off the side of the van. Pretty cool. Catalina in here. Yeah, it's got a nice big old tent over there with the fireplace in it. What was you going to say?
I got the music playing and the
Okay.
lights.
All right, I see it. I'm gonna have to go over here because it looks really muddy over there. So we're gonna go over here. Oh, he's gonna go that way? Okay. He doesn't care what his golf cart looks like. Or she doesn't know anyway. You gotta be careful about how much. Okay, so I just said hi to some friends of mine from camp here. And,
Thank you so much. Well, this is about the most fun that I've
not
had.
sure what this band's name is.
This
Do you
one's
have
called
any
Happy
idea?
People. Never forget you can always change your mind.
The girl
The
singing looks
concept of no self doesn't
familiar,
mean detaching from who you are.
but I'm not real
Get rid of
sure.
your individuality.
But,
It means that you're not the person you were 5 minutes ago, 5 years ago. So you can forgive yourself every single time you don't
You'll
mind
start
the
coming out of the
values
woodwork
you
here
have.
before long, and this whole area will be just
So at any
filled
time
up
you can choose
to the max with
just for you.
people,
It's your
the golf
wild
carts,
life.
and
This
just
is
everything. Then you got the
Thank
fire pit burning.
So this one's
I'm gonna
called
walk over here. I'm gonna walk over here.
Take it from someone
Get
who
them
used to
inside
try
the
to
fire
be
pit
sad as hard as I
now.
could just to write a good song.
'Cause I think, well, you guys probably, if you watch this, if you watch the series, it would have been over a year ago. It would have been last. It would have been last year in the early spring. The early spring, I would have showed you down here burning the pine trees, but here it is now. Well, good morning, everybody. It's Sunday morning. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. It was a beautiful night last night. Finally, the rain stopped on us, and then the fog rolled in, and so it was still kind of damp out for us. But it was a beautiful day. Anyhow, with the rain, it was just good to get out and see some live music again. It was just awesome to see that, and to be able to see our old campground friends and our old friends from back in the day. It's good to see Donnie and Kathy and Alan and Maureen, and of course Vince and Christina, and of course also Sean. We missed Jen this weekend. She, like I said, she went to she's going today to a Taylor Swift concert in Philadelphia with her 3 daughters. So, but we'll see her next time, hopefully down here at the river. But yeah, just an absolutely beautiful, beautiful day. A couple clouds in the sky, they're moving real slow. The water's starting to clean up a little bit. It's slowing down. But just a beautiful day. Just slight breeze blowing, about 75 degrees. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So, but we're going to go for a golf cart ride and see what's left of mess up here. They were going to have a short 1 hour Sunday set. I don't know if there's going to be too much religion in it, but they were going to have some music here this morning while people were packing out. So we're going to ride up and see what's going on up there, and then stop and wash the golf cart off, because it's pretty muddy. The roads were pretty muddy yesterday. I'll show you here. It's pretty muddy yesterday. Well, it doesn't look too terrible, but yeah, we'll stop and wash all that off, and all that stuff down there caked on, wet. We'll get that cleaned off a little bit before we head out of here, and we're going to head up to my mom's. We're going to stop and get some fried chicken and have us a fried chicken dinner. I think Dad said he was making a blueberry pie, so I'm looking forward to that. I didn't eat much this weekend. Just didn't have the stomach for it this weekend. I did eat, Alan fixed some deer tenderloin like he usually does, and it was good. Not as good as it usually is for me, but that was me. I'm sure it was me, because I just haven't been able to eat a whole lot of red meat. It just doesn't taste good to me. So, but anyhow, hang in there. We're going to go for a short ride around the campground today and just check on the progress of everybody moving on out. So hang in there. We'll see you in a little bit. So we're up here at the Music Meadow, and we're going to check out and see what it looks like. Looks like there's still a few people slowly packing up. It's a lot warmer up here in this field. Big old tent there. There's a lot of people that's sleeping in their cars. There's a big one. Holy cow. Look at that big one we saw yesterday. Had the wood stove going in it.
That was cool last night.
Yeah. I'm sure they were glad to have that wood stove going last night. Damp as it was. And it was just so foggy up to here last night. I guess they decided not to do the music today. I guess the musicians had enough of it and said, we're out of here. But all the speakers are going. Looks like they're up there wrapping the cords up. So unless they'd already done it. Oh yeah, because it was supposed to be between 11 and 12, and it's 1 o'clock. So we're way behind. Way behind. Davey! Well, that's it. And we're going to bring the Sleepy Creek, I don't even know what they call it anymore, because it used to be called the Spring Dig. Sleepy Creek.
Greatful party.
Oh, that's right. It's the Greatful Get Together, I think is what they call it.
All the family,
Yeah.
friends,
Yeah.
focusing on gratitude and love.
There you go. And it was. I
You
felt.
could feel the love.
I felt the love yesterday.
Lots of people.
I felt the love all weekend, and it just haven't been the same. Dealing with and everything else that's going on in our lives, and definitely very, very grateful for what I have.
And helped me a lot too with everybody this weekend, seeing everybody in time together.
It was great. It was great.
Yeah, it was just nice to
It was very warming,
let it go.
even though it was rainy, sloppy day yesterday. It was a great day to be alive. So, but anyhow, we're gonna call Sleepy Creek Get Together a close, and
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, and we're
For
gonna
all of you that are loving and nurturing. We appreciate all the mothering that we get, and Happy Mother's Day to Mama.
yeah
Mama
we're
Mary.
gonna check in. We're gonna check in at Mama's and say
We'll
Happy
see you
Mother's
later.
Day to Mama, and my sister's gonna be there. Her sons won't be. The oldest one, I think he's still traveling. Not sure where he's at right now with his band, if he's overseas or if he's just doing the country right now. But and then of course the other one's gonna have a busy day at his brewery. So they won't be around, but Karen will be around. We'll be able to say Happy Mother's Day to her, and we'll check in when we get up there. So we'll see you guys up there. Okay, so here we are at Mama's house for Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Happy Mother's Day, Mama.
My baby.
Yep. So we got some chicken. Everybody thought was going to do any cooking today, so we got chicken, some mashed potatoes, and gravy, and dinner rolls. Looks like some baked beans, and did I say chicken livers yet? They're in there. And where's the other mother we haven't said Happy Mother's Day to yet? What you doing? Or,
This, I have to finish Mom's Mother's Day present.
oh, you're making
I
Mom's
put-
Day present in front of her?
Well, I put lights in it last night. I painted
Oh, it's
it.
got lights in it?
And when it lights up, you can see it's not painted on the inside.
Oh.
So I want to cut these off and stick them in here to hide it because you can't tell up top.
Okay.
So I have to finish it. I thought it was finished last night.
Yeah. So, Happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you too. I'm sure already got her Mother's Day this morning. So, but yeah, it's just gonna be us for dinner tonight, and I heard a car go by real slow, but yeah. So we're gonna eat some dinner, and maybe we'll check back in later. If not, we'll see you at the house. But we might see you later. So hang in there. It's just a girl, but if you're not going to be around, I'll just send him over here to see how to get well. Box turtle. Always stop and read across the road. The way you're going.